fighting soldiers from the sky. Fearless men who jump and die. Men who mean just what they say. The brave men of the Green Beret. Hello everybody. Today I was asked by a person whose name will remain anonymous. Is that all right? Is it unanimous? Unanimous. Stories from Nam. I served in Vietnam in 1967 and 1968. This is a story of one night while we were going on patrol. Up front at Point, we had canine. Canine were dogs, well-trained dogs that could sniff out and find the enemy. We're on patrol, and we're walking around, and we come to this hedgerow, and the dog starts going crazy, starts barking, and like he had spotted the enemy, and he was barking. And we said to the guy who's the dog trainer, let him go, let him get him. And the dog trainer said, okay. So he let the dog go from his leash, and the dog ran into the hedgerow. Just a few seconds later, the dog came back out of the hedgerow, yelling, yap, like somebody had bit him, or hit him in a rock. He got so scared, he was running away scared. Boosh! So we all looked at each other and said, "What do you think that was?" So I don't know, but we have to go look, see what it was. I said, I don't want to go see what it is. Well, we gotta go. So we all lined up in a formation and proceeded to go through the hedgerow. When we got outside of the other side of the hedgerow, it was a graveyard. And whatever happened that scared that dog, and that dog was well trained to kill a dog, something scared that dog, and it came from the graveyard. So the moral of the story is, if you got a dog and you see a hedgerow, don't go through the hedgerow with the dog, because you never know what's on the other side of a hedgerow. We're at the barracks, and we're playing cards, poker, blackjack, to be simple, it was blackjack. And we're drinking, because that's what we do, we drink. And we decided to go to the Airmen's Club to have a few more drinks and to see a movie. Well, anyway, my best friend Woody couldn't go because he was restricted to the barracks because he had gotten into a fight and they told him to stay in the barracks or he was going to go to jail. Anyway, we went to the club and we're drinking and having a good time. And the next thing we hear is this terrible crash. Boom! And we all turn around and there's this truck right in the middle of the club. And we look and go, what's driving that? And then the cab of the truck opened up and there was Woody. And we said, Woody, what are you, crazy? Well, I got lonely and I decided to steal the truck and come visit you. And they arrested Woody. One night, while we were out there in the boondocks, we were stationed with soldiers from Korea, South Korea that is, and they were called ROKs. And that stood for the Republic of Korea. And they were really, really nice guys. And one night, we're sitting down eating our sea rations. Now, sea rations is your food, and it comes in a little card, a little box, and in it has, things to eat, and cigarettes, and, toilet paper and things like that. So I sit down to eat my sea rations, and this Korean soldier sits down to eat his sea rations. And I look at his and he looks at mine, and he can't speak English, but he points to one of the cans. And they didn't have anything on the cans as far as what was in it, so it was kind of like a Jack in the Box. You opened it up and see what was in it. So we had a little instrument, a little thing called a P38, T38 or P38. It was like a little can opener. And I opened up mine, and it had meatballs and spaghetti. And the Korean soldier said, by pointing, couldn't talk, he wanted my meatballs and spaghetti. So I said, okay, what do you got? And he opened up a thing, which I didn't know what it was at that time, but it was kimchi and rice. Kimchi is a very heavy fermented cabbage that the Asians eat, especially Koreans, all the time. Anyway, he ate my spaghetti and meatballs, and I ate his kimchi. And the moral of the story is that he who eats spaghetti and meatballs from can in Vietnam gets to like kimchi in New York at a famous Korean restaurant. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. And if you like this, don't forget down below, you press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more of upcoming great things from the world as Dennis knows it.